The sky was still dark. Only a faint blue glow from the twin moons touched the cold alien soil. Inside a half-broken escape pod, Alex rubbed his eyes and stretched. His breath came out in a small white cloud. It was freezing. He reached for his metal canister, unscrewed the lid, and poured hot water into a cracked mug from a small pouch. He took out his last bit of instant coffee powder, a dark brown dust from Earth. As the scent of fresh coffee rose into the air, a soft sniff came from behind. Sniff. Sniff. He turned his head. Standing at the edge of the pod's doorway was Sari, the alien girl who had saved him from a beast last night. Her skin was pale silver, her long hair floated as if weightless, and her eyes were large, green, and glowing slightly in the dark. She looked confused. "Are you okay?" Alex asked. Ser. I didn't answer. She sniffed again. Her nose twitched. Her face twisted. "You drink this poison every morning?" Alex blinked. "Poison? This is just coffee, from Earth." Sari stepped closer. Her long fingers curled like claws. She leaned over the mug and sniffed harder. Her whole body shook. "It smells like death mixed with dirt," Alex laughed. "That's how we humans like it." "You enjoy pain?" He shrugged. "Not really. It just helps us wake up." She stared at him like he was insane. Then suddenly she grabbed the mug. "Hey!" he shouted. I lifted it near her lips. Her eyes narrowed. "I want to know why you drink this." Before he could stop her, she took a sip. Time seemed to stop. She froze. Her eyes widened. Her body stiffened. Alex was about to panic when she suddenly gasped loud and sharp. Her pupils dilated. Her fingers trembled. And then she moaned. "Whoa, what is happening to my body? Wait, are you okay?" Alex moved forward. "Do you need water? Are you allergic?" But she didn't fall or scream. She didn't pass out. Instead, her cheeks turned dark red. Her breathing became heavy. Her posture changed, more open, more relaxed, more inviting. "My heart is racing. I feel hot inside." She stumbled back and collapsed onto the soft alien grass. Alex knelt beside her. "Breathe slowly, calm down." But Sari looked at him like he was the cause of her change. "You did this to me. With that dark liquid. It's caffeine. It's like energy fuel. It helps humans wake up. But I didn't think it would affect aliens like this." She sat up slowly, her chest rising and falling fast. Her voice was softer now. "It's not just energy. It made something inside me awaken." Alex blinked. "What do you mean?" She looked away shyly. Then her glowing eyes flicked back to him. "Your species survives on this poison?" "Yeah, millions of humans drink it daily." "Then humans must be stronger than I thought." She touched her chest. "It changed my pulse, my scent, my thoughts." He raised an eyebrow. "Thoughts?" She didn't answer. But then she leaned closer. Way too close. "Whoa, personal space." Alex said, backing up. "I want more," she whispered. "Of the coffee. Of this feeling." Alex looked around awkwardly. The sun was just beginning to rise, casting soft golden light on Sari's silver skin. She looked calm now, but something in her eyes had changed, something wild. She tilted her head. "Do you have more of this coffee?" Alex gulped. Little. Then tomorrow you'll give me more, every morning. Understand?" Before he could answer, a deep growl came from the forest behind her. They both froze. "What was that?" He whispered. Ser. I stood up quickly, scanning the trees. Her body still weak from the caffeine shock. "Something is watching us," she said. "And it doesn't smell like coffee." Alex grabbed his emergency knife. "Let's go back inside," he said. "I think we just attracted attention." The sun had not fully risen, but inside the escape pod, something even stranger than the alien world was happening. Ser. The silver-skinned alien girl was curled up in the corner. Her body was wrapped in heat patches. Her eyes were wide open. And she hadn't blinked for almost 30 minutes. Alex sat across from her, slowly sipping his second cup of coffee. He kept watching her like she might explode. And honestly, he wasn't sure she wouldn't. "You okay now?" he asked softly. I didn't answer. She tilted her head. "Why does this feeling not go away? My body is shaking inside." Alex raised a brow. "Still? I feel light. I feel loud. I feel like I can eat the sky and then fight a thunder beast." Alex nearly laughed but held it in. "That's caffeine," he said. "It kicks in fast. For humans, it just makes us more alert." She crawled closer on all fours. Alex's back hit the wall. "Then why do I feel like hugging you? Why do I want to touch things, taste things, break things?" He cleared his throat. "Alien biology, maybe?" Sari's fingers reached for his mug. She sniffed it like a curious predator. "Is this love poison for your species?" Alex blinked. "No. I mean, some people love coffee, sure. But it's not, because I don't understand why I want to keep watching your lips when you drink it." Alex paused mid-sip. This was getting weird, or weirdly interesting. "You need water," he said quickly. "Let's flush it out of your system." "No," she said flatly. "I want more. Sari, give it to me." She pounced on him. Alex yelped and raised the mug high out of her reach. Her arms wrapped around him, and the two of them toppled over. Her skin was cold, but her breath was burning hot. She pinned him. "Please, human. Just a little sip." "You're acting crazy," Alex groaned. "Then you made me crazy." Suddenly, her eyes rolled back and she flopped beside him, twitching slightly. Alex scrambled up. "Are you okay?" I feel weird," she mumbled. "Your poison has awakened something ancient." Her body shimmered with soft light. Strange blue lines ran across her skin. Her veins glowed faintly. It looked like her energy system was reacting to the caffeine. Then she whispered, "I think you accidentally triggered my mating hormones." Alex froze. "What? My species only reacts like this when we are ready to bond with someone." Alex stared. Wait. You think coffee made you ready to mate?" She covered her face. "This is embarrassing." "Try terrifying. I can smell you now, inside my head. Your scent, your heat, your heartbeat." Alex backed away slowly. "Okay, that's enough caffeine for you for the rest of your life. But I want more." Suddenly, a loud noise came from outside. Boom. Both turned toward the sound. The pod's sensor blinked red. "Something's approaching fast," Alex said, moving to the screen. "Not human." Sari sat up, trying to shake the heat from her body. "Did it smell the coffee?" "Doubt it." Alex opened the hatch door slightly and peeked out. He froze. A beast stood outside 12 feet tall, armored hide and two glowing eyes locked on the pod. Its nostrils flared, and then it growled. "It's the same one from last night," Sari whispered. "It followed us." Alex turned to grab his blade. "We need to move, now." But Sari grabbed his arm. "Wait, I can distract it." "What?" "You can't even walk straight. Trust me, the poison made me fearless." She stood wobbling, then smiled at him, a little too confidently. "Besides, if I die, bury me with your mug." Alex stared. "You are absolutely insane." "Maybe, but only when I drink your morning madness." The beast roared so loud the ground shook. I stood just a few feet from it, her silver hair glowing in the moonlight, her alien skin still marked by caffeine's wild effects. She was breathing fast, but her eyes never left the creatures. Inside the pod, Alex watched, frozen. "What is she doing?" He whispered. Then, Something happened that made no sense. The beast sniffed. Just like Sari did earlier. It tilted its giant head. Sari raised her hand and offered Alex's empty mug. Here. Smell the poison too, she said softly. The beast took 2 steps forward. Its massive snout hovered over the cup. It sniffed once, twice. Then its eyes rolled back and it collapsed. Face first. Boom. Out cold. Alex's jaw dropped. Sari turned, smug. Seems like your human morning drink works on predators too. Later that night, inside the pod, a fire crackled. The beast's body lay far outside, still snoring. Sari sat beside Alex, wrapped in his jacket. Her body still warm from the earlier caffeine storm. She kept watching him, too closely. Alex was making a new cup of coffee, carefully, slowly, nervously. You're not going to jump on me again, right? Sari smirked. Depends. Are you going to drink it in front of me again? He held the mug away. Maybe I should hide this. She crawled toward him on her hands and knees. I've never felt something like this, she whispered. Even our bonding ceremonies are not this intense. That's not bonding, that's a caffeine crash. But my body thinks it's making preparation. She reached out, touched his hand, and now, I'm curious about everything human. Alex cleared his throat. We don't have to explore everything tonight. But Sari's fingers slid up his arm slowly. I need to learn about you. Your scent, your reactions, your weak spots. Her voice dropped into a soft purr. Your kind enjoys touch, right? Alex backed up until his back hit the pod wall. Sari. She reached forward again. Her fingers grazed his ribs, then his chest, then lower. He grabbed her wrist. You're not supposed to touch me there. She tilted her head, confused. Why? It's just a soft spot. It's the soft spot. But humans store their energy here, right? Absolutely not. Are you sure? It's twitching. Alex groaned. Yes, because you're never mind. She leaned closer, her lips just inches from his. If you don't want me to touch you there, show me where I can. Before he could answer, the pod shook again. A loud thump hit the roof. Both froze. Please tell me that's not another caffeine-addicted alien. Alex muttered. Ser. I grabbed her blade. Stay low. Another thump. Then, a strange clicking sound. Alex whispered. That's not the beast. That's something else. The roof dented inward slightly. Then a long, thin claw pierced the metal. Sari's eyes widened. A skycrawler. I've seen one once. It tore through a mining camp. Alex grabbed his backpack. We need to run. Sari shook her head. Too late. If we open the door, we die. We need to hide. She looked around. Only one place to hide. The tiny emergency supply locker built for one. Sari opened it. Get in. You're kidding. That thing's made. She grabbed him. We'll fit. They squeezed in together. Face to face, no space. No breathing room. Her soft chest pressed against him. Her breath was warm against his ear. The locker door clicked shut. Darkness. Silence. Then, her voice. Are humans always this warm? Only when we're trapped in a box with a half-naked alien. She giggled. I like this poison. It makes me brave, Alex sighed. I think it's about to make me crazy. Above them, the skycrawler's claws scratched the pod. One wrong noise. One small movement. And they'd both be dead. But the real danger was inside the locker. Now and she was smiling. Morning came with angry footsteps. Alex awoke inside the pod, sore from the supply locker and even more confused from the alien girl's sleeping positions. She had curled around him like a cat and refused to let go. Sari, you can let go now. Humans make excellent body pillows. He managed to slide out. His body ached. The skycrawler was gone, but left deep claw marks across the pod's shell. Lucky escape. Or maybe not. Because now Ceri's tribe had arrived. The ground trembled with every step. 7 tall figures marched into the clearing, covered in bone armor and glowing patterns. They were Zyrene, Ceri's people. All eyes fixed on Alex. "Human," one of them said. "Stand aside." "Why?" Alex asked, holding his coffee mug. "You have poisoned the female," the tallest male growled. "It's just coffee, that." Coffee altered her body, her aura, her scent. "Yeah, well," Alex muttered. "She took it without asking." Ceri stepped between them. "He didn't harm me," she said calmly. The tribal leader glared at her. "You were found glowing, heated, with his scent all over you. Do you deny that your body has changed?" Ceri hesitated. "No," gasps, angry whispers. The leader raised his staff. "Then by ancient law, this human must be judged. If he gave you a mating reaction, he must face the trial of bonding." Alex blinked. "What now?" Soon, Alex stood in the middle of a ritual circle, surrounded by armed Zyrene. They chanted softly. The sky turned gray. Ser. I sat on a platform beside the elders. Her expression unreadable. "You have brewed poison that affected our kind," the elder said. "You may call it drink. We call it transformation." Alex held up his mug. "It's not that deep, guys." "You made her scent change," another elder said. "You unlocked her instincts. You touched her core temperature." "What? I barely touched anything." All eyes turned to Ceri. "Do you confirm?" the elder asked. She slowly nodded. "Yes, he changed something inside me." Alex groaned. "This sounds way worse out loud." The elders spoke in Zyrene language, then turned to him. "Human, you have 2 choices. Leave this world and never return. I'm good with that. Or you accept your fate. You bond with her, officially, ritualistically, publicly." Alex stared. "You're saying marry her or go to space jail?" Ceri whispered from her seat, just loud enough for him to hear. "You forgot the third option." He blinked. "There's a third?" She smiled. "Drink the coffee. With me, in front of everyone." Alex looked around. "That's the third option?" "In our culture," Ceri said, "sharing something that changed the body means you accept the change together." He paused, looked at the mug. All the aliens stared. "So, if I drink this with you in front of your people, they'll know I chose you." "Willingly, but if I don't, you'll be hunted as a corrupter of royal blood." Alex blinked. "Again, royal? Your royalty? Did I forget to mention?" She grinned. "I'm the daughter of the moon-born matriarch." "Of course you are." The elder raised his hand. "Make your choice, human." Alex took a breath, then he walked up to Seri. Took the mug. Sat beside her. And offered it. She smiled. Took the first sip, then passed it back. He drank. Silence. Then gasps. The elders rose. The guards knelt. One of them whispered, "It is done." Alex wiped his mouth. "So, does this mean I'm married now?" Ceri leaned close and whispered in his ear, "Not yet. You haven't seen the second part of the ritual." "Oh no. Please don't say it involves nudity." "Just a little." The tent was warm, too warm. Like stepping into a dream made of steam and perfume. Alex stood frozen at the entrance. Inside, glowing bowls of violet mist floated above a soft floor made of fur and moss. Strange wind chimes hung from the ceiling, even though there was no wind. And at the center of it all sat Ceri, wrapped in a sheer fabric that shimmered like water. She was smiling. Not the playful, innocent smile he'd seen before. This was something else. Something that made his legs forget how to walk. "You made it," she said softly. "You didn't run away." "Door was guarded by 3 warriors with spears," he muttered. "Still counts." She held up a new cup different from his mug. It was curved like a flower, glowing faintly at the edges. "This is the official brewmate cup," she explained. Made only for shared bonding liquids, Alex blinked. We're seriously doing this? I'm not even sure what this ritual is. Sari tilted her head. You drank the poison with me. You accepted my changes. Now we exchange tastes. Okay, I'm not sure if you mean coffee or both, she said sweetly. He took a deep breath. Right. She poured the last bit of his earth coffee into the ceremonial cup. They say if two drink from it without breaking eye contact, their souls sink. Is that a real thing or alien poetry? Does it matter? She handed him the cup. Their fingers touched. Her skin still hummed with heat. Alex held her gaze and drank. Bitter, strong, his usual. Then he passed the cup back. I drank. Her lips touched the same edge. A small shiver ran through her body. She set the cup aside. It is done, she whispered. So, what now? She moved closer. Now you show me how humans mate during your mating season. Alex's eyes widened. We don't call it that. You should, she whispered, touching his chest. Because ever since I tasted your poison, my seasons haven't stopped. He swallowed hard. Shouldn't there be a priest? Or music? Maybe a safety briefing. You're the brewmaster, remember? The one who woke me up inside. You drank half a mug of coffee, not love potion. Then explain why I can't stop dreaming about your mouth. Her fingers brushed under his jaw. His heart pounded. You're still high on caffeine, he whispered. Maybe, but I want you to teach me every human tradition, starting with what happens when two people share a bed. Suddenly, a loud horn blasted from outside the tent. I froze. Alex blinked. Was that part of the ceremony? She stood up quickly. Her skin flashed a warning color. No, that's an alert. What kind of alert? She rushed to the flap of the tent and peeked out, then turned back, eyes wide. Another tribe, the salt-skinned. They've entered our valley. Alex stood up. Enemies? Yes, and they came for one thing. Coffee? No, she said, dead serious. They came for you. Alex froze. Me? Why? Word has spread. They believe you carry a weapon that can break emotions. Your black drink is being called the Heartbreaker Brew. That actually sounds kind of cool, but also very bad. She grabbed her blade. They won't wait for trial or bonding. They'll just take you. Okay, so maybe we pause mating season. Just for now? She gave him a wild grin. Then let's survive this, together. Asterisk smoke rose over the horizon. The salt-skinned tribe had arrived, and they brought war drums, bone weapons, and something terrifying. An empty human coffee mug, inside. The valley tent. Alex zipped up his jacket while Sari fastened her chest armor over her silver skin. How did they even get a mug? He asked. They raided a merchant caravan last moon, she said. It had trade junk from your crashed pod. So they came here because they want coffee? Not just coffee, Sari said darkly. They think it's a control serum that lets humans bond with any species. It's instant coffee. Not alien mind control. Doesn't matter. My people saw what it did to me, and I saw what it did to the beast. Alex sighed. I swear, back home the worst thing coffee ever caused was diarrhea. Outside, the salt-skinned army marched closer. Inside, Sari pulled Alex close behind a veil of moss and heat mist. They crouched between tent poles and glowing stones. She handed him a pulse blade and a necklace of her tribe. If they capture you, this proves you're mine. And if they don't care, then I'll come for you, and I won't be gentle. Alex stared. That was hot and terrifying at the same time. She winked. You get used to it. But the attack never came, not directly. Instead, a single salt-skinned envoy entered the tribe's camp. His skin was cracked and pale like dry mud. His mouth was stitched in patterns. He carried no weapons, just a sealed container. He stopped. in front of Sari's tent. And opened it. Inside was a steaming black liquid. Alex blinked. Wait, that's not coffee, Sari sniffed. Her face twisted. It's fake. They brewed something trying to copy yours. A mimic. Counterfeit coffee, Alex said. Now that's just low. The envoy spoke in broken common tongue. Challenge. Brewmaster. Battle of taste. Alex looked at Sari. Is that a real thing? It is now, she muttered. They're calling you out, so I have to brew coffee better than them. Or you become their property. Alex rolled his eyes. Of course I do. That night, the fire circle was set. 2 mugs, 2 brewers. Dozens of zearine and salt-skinned warriors watched in silence. Sari leaned close to Alex as he prepared his pouch. You nervous? About making perfect coffee? While an alien death cult watches me. Yeah, just a little. Don't mess it up. If they win, their queen gets to break you. I don't like the way you said that. She has 3 tongues. Okay. Now I really don't like the way you said that. The salt-skinned envoy finished first. He poured his liquid into a jagged bone mug. Thick. Boiling. Sour-smelling. Alex took his time. Carefully poured the water. Stirred the brown powder. Let it swirl and foam just a little. He smiled, then passed it to the judges. The zearine elder sniffed both, then sipped, then coughed violently after tasting the salt-skinned brew. This one tastes like burnt soil and regret. He drank Alex single quotes s. Silence. Then he whispered, warm thunder in my chest. Sari beamed. Alex smirked. The judgment was clear, but the salt-skinned envoy wasn't done. He grabbed the fake mug and threw it into the fire, then turned to Alex. And bowed. You win, brewmaster, but Queen still wants to meet mate. Alex raised an eyebrow. What kind of meeting? Sari answered for him. One where you don't go. I mean, maybe just coffee and... No. Okay, just saying. That night, back inside the tent, Alex finally sat down, exhausted. I sat beside him, no longer armored. Just a simple wrap across her skin. You've survived beasts, caffeine, tribal law, and now, a public brew-off. All before bedtime. She placed her hand over his. You impressed my people, and me. Alex looked into her glowing green eyes. So, does that mean I can ask something? Anything. He held up the empty mug. Tomorrow morning, can we finally just drink this in peace? She laughed. Only if you teach me how to make it. Fair trade. But I want to try human style. Grinding beans by hand, that's not how we do it. Too late, she grinned. I already imagined it. It was still dark when Alex woke up. The alien sky above was filled with 3 fading moons and 1,000 silent stars. Inside the tent, everything smelled like steam, sleep. And her .ser, I was lying against his chest. Her breath warm on his collarbone, her silver skin glowing faintly in the dark, and her arms tightly wrapped around his waist like she never wanted him to leave. You're awake, she whispered, not opening her eyes. You're holding me hostage, he whispered back. It's mating season, she mumbled. This is how we nest. He smiled, gently brushing hair from her face. But deep inside, something pulled at him. This planet wasn't his. This tribe wasn't his. This life wasn't meant to be his. Later, while Sari slept, Alex stepped outside. The air was cold. The valley quiet. He walked to the edge of the ridge, where his old signal pod still blinked in the dirt. Its tiny beacon now flashing green. Someone had finally received his distress call. Rescue was coming. He had maybe 3 hours. And then everything would end. Or start again. He wasn't sure which. He sat down on a rock, pulled out the last sealed coffee packet from his pocket, his final one. He stared at it for a long moment, then heard soft footsteps behind him. You weren't tea. Going to make that without me, were you? Sari said. Alex didn't turn. Didn't want to wake you. She sat beside him, quiet for a while. Then, you're leaving. He nodded slowly. I don't belong here. You belong where you're wanted. I belong where I was born. You were reborn here, she whispered. The first time you made me laugh. The first time you made me feel heat. That's when you changed. You drank my morning poison. And now I can't wake up without it. Silence. She reached for the packet. Let's make the last one together. They brewed the coffee silently, him pouring water, her holding the old cracked mug. The scent drifted into the morning sky like memory. Alex sipped. Then passed it to her. She sipped, eyes locked. No words spoken, but everything said. He stood first. The shuttle will land in 2 hours. I can't stop it. I know. I'm not going to tell them. I survived alone. No mention of tribes, or rituals, or you. Because they'll take me? Or worse, come back for more. Sari nodded slowly. Then this goodbye must be sacred. She leaned close, her forehead touching his. Will I forget your voice? No. Will I forget your scent? Never. Will you ever stop drinking this poison? Alex laughed softly. Probably not. Then one day, I'll smell it in the stars. And I'll find you again. 2 hours later. The shuttle landed. Alex stood at the cliff, watching the hatch open. Rescue team shouting his name. Behind him, Sari watched from the trees, hidden, silent. He looked back one last time. She was gone, but the scent of coffee still floated in the breeze. And something warm pressed against his lips. 2 years later, Earth Colony 9. Alex walked into his small kitchen. Same old metal walls, same recycled air. He reached for his coffee tin. Stop. It was empty. He cursed it under his breath. Damn. It knocked. Someone at the door. He wasn't expecting anyone. He opened it. And froze. Standing there, silver skin, glowing green eyes, and a mug in her hand, was Sari, wearing a human jacket and a smirk. I believe you're out of poison. Alex opened his mouth. But nothing came out. She stepped inside. So I brought enough. For 2.